So I'm going to fill up my Caravans water tanks. I've got two tanks on board, they say 95 litres, but they only hold 75 litres each as I've tested them out. So I put the hose into this one first. This is actually the main tank, so this feeds all the taps in the van except the rainwater one. And the other one is my rainwater tank, so I'll just go and switch that on. So I've got that switched on now, water's going in. Now I run it through this filter. It's an inline post carbon filter, good for about 5,000 litres. I'd be well and truly nowhere near that, but as you run it, and I run it through this blue hose here, runs back to my tap over there, sticking out the wall, and the water comes out of my rainwater tanks here. So I always like to fill up at home on rainwater. Used to rainwater, it's a lot fresher than some of the tap water you get. It is filtered inside anyway, so I know I'm getting reasonably good quality, and then plus I've got the filter where it's going in as well. So we'll just wait till that's full, we'll show you what happens. The blue hose is designed for rainwater, so you don't get that horrible taste. People say never do it with just a normal garden hose. I do have a small piece of garden hose here, it's only very short, but it's at the other end of the filter anyway, and I don't get any foul taste from that because it's a good quality hose anyway. It's just that bit that goes from the filter through to the tanks. So I reckon it's just about full. Just wait a second, we'll have a look. There we go, that's what happens when she's full. So what I do then is I just quickly pull it out of this one. That will fill up the secondary tank. The second tank is plumbed only for rainwater into the kitchen. So that's the one I use for drinking water. And the back tank here is used for the washing machine, the shower, washing dishes, the sink, the outdoor kitchen, all that sort of stuff. And then this one here we just use for our drinking water tap inside. So like I said, they're supposed to be 95 litre tanks, but I've got a little gauge which I stick on the end of the hose sometimes when I fill up, and I've emptied the tanks out completely and then I've filled them up, and I've done this twice and calculated that they only actually hold 75 litres. So a lot of you people out there with caravans that think you've got 95 litre tanks, you may very well not. These little gauges are really great. They just hook on the end of your hose and it counts the litres as you go in. And yeah, I've found that I can get no more than 75 litres in these tanks. So it gives me a total of 150 litres instead of 180 litres. So yeah, they're about 15 litres less than what you think, these tanks. But I mean, some tanks may hold the full 95, but I know mine definitely don't. But it's handy to know for when you're out about in the traps and you can sort of monitor your water and see how you go. So I'll just wait for this one to fill up now. I'll just hold the phone up here so you can hear the air coming out. It has a little air trap thing that sucks the air out of the tank as you're filling, so I'll just see if you can hear it. That's just the sound of the air coming out of the tank as you're filling up. So that it will fill a bit quicker and you don't end up with it bubbling back out the hole before it's full. And there we go. That's the second tank filled up there. So yeah, I'll go and switch that hose off now. So I'll just show you our gauges here. Tank 1 and tank 2. Tank 2 for some reason always shows 3/4. Full must be something to do with the sensor in it, but it is full, as is tank 1. Tank 3 is nothing, and tank 4 was our wastewater, but ended up disabling it because it was flashing all the time. So yeah, so that's how you tell. So I quite often see people asking the question, how do you get these blasted caps off, right? So the idea with them is when I put it back on, you push in and turn it around, right, till it stops. Now they are in, and then what happens when you lock them with your key, you just turn, put your key in, turn it simply like that. Now this has locked them in place. So what happens is if someone tries to steal it, all they're going to be able to do is spin it around and spin it around. They're not going to be able to get these caps off. When you want to take them off, of course, you just turn the key like that, grab your thing, push it in slightly, and out she comes. You've always got to push it in that little bit, and then that will then lock it in. So once you've done that, put your key in, lock them up, no one can steal them. Same with this one, like now I can get that out quite easy. That one there is just like that. Put it back in, it's gone into a lock position, and then I just turn the key. Now that's locked in, and that will just spin now, so no one can steal your caps or put anything into your tanks if you're worried about that too. So there you go, that's how I fill up my rainwater tanks on the van and how to get those caps on and off. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.